Order options is where you'll find all of the actions related to order management, and it's probably where you'll be spending most of your time when you're on the site. The options listed here are shopping list, checkout, order management, and scheduler. We'll be stepping through each of these, discussing them in more detail. Generally speaking, you will be spending most of your time on the shopping list screen, so that's where we're going to start. Just go ahead and click the link to get to that page. The shopping list is made up of three distinct sections. In the upper left, you have the search area. The upper right shows a summary of what you have added to your cart already, and then the bulk of the page is displaying those items that you're actually allowed to order. It's from this page where you will order the items that you submit to the food bank. We'll go through each of these areas in a bit more detail as well. Let's start with the search in the upper left area of the shopping cart screen. Here, by searching, you can limit the results that are seen in the shopping list in a number of different ways. First of all, if you happen to know the food bank's item number, you can search using the item number field. So if, for example, you always order, I happen to know this particular item number, onions, and you wanted to see whether it was available without having to scroll through the whole list, we can just go ahead and search for that. Input the item number. You can click the search button or else hit the enter button on your keyboard, and that will perform the search for you. And it will find the item in the list if the item is in fact there and available. To return back to the entire shopping list screen and undo our search results, we just go ahead and click the Show All button. The description, you can search for a word that may appear anywhere in the description of the item. So again, using onions as an example, I'm going to go ahead and search for the word onion. Click the search button, and notice that two results happen to have the word onion in the description. Handling requirements is a new search function for you on the website. This is really useful if I wanted to find, for example, just produce items that match the word onion. Maybe I'm not interested in the frozen ones, just produce. I'm going to go ahead and add the handling requirement search to my search that I already had on the word onion. Click search, and it will return to me only the items that match both of those search terms. So only the fresh onions are displayed. I'm going to go ahead and click show all again in order to view everything in my list. The descriptor code is a new field for us. We're going to be using this to display our internal nutritional value assignments to the items that we offer. If you click the little question mark icon, you'll see that a key comes up to explain the different possible values that you will find. Additionally, we have a reference document for you here explaining how we assign our nutritional ratings to the different items that you can view at any time when you're on the website. I happen to know that the items coded as number 3 are of significant nutritional value by looking at that key, so I'm going to go ahead and search for items that match that, and we'll see that those results are returned here for me. Go ahead and click show all again. That's the way that we can return to viewing all the items in the list. Category is a way to search for a group of like items. So for example, if I came to the site and I didn't want to scroll through this entire page, I just wanted to see the cereal items. I know I need cereal this week. I'm going to go ahead and search just for the category, and cereal items are returned to me. Food source listed here indicates how the food bank actually sourced the food. So whether we purchased it, whether it was donated, or whether it was gotten via government funds, which includes both FEMA and USDA items. So if I wanted to see just the government sourced food, go ahead and select that, click search, and it will return to me just those items that match that food source. feature type listed here, we're not currently using this field. If we do start to use it in the future, we will let our agencies know, but for right now, this field won't have any search value for you. One neat new option that we have now is the ability for our agencies to mark items as favorites and then to search just for those specific items. To mark an item as a favorite, all you need to do is find it in the list. Go ahead and click in the favorites column here, and a star will be added to that particular item. You can go ahead and remove it from your favorites list by simply checking in that box again. So say, for example, you shop for some core items every time you shop with us. You always shop for eggs, and you always shop for pinto beans, and you always shop for potatoes. You can go ahead and mark those items as being favorites, and then the next time that you come to the site, you can just go ahead and click the View Favorites button, and only those items that are marked as being your favorite will actually be displayed on the page. You can go ahead and click Show All again to view all items that are available to you. Next, let's talk about these action icons that you'll see listed here both at the top of the page, and they're also listed down at the bottom of the page as well. They're in both places for you just to try to make it a little bit easier so you don't have to do so much scrolling up and down. The print icon that's listed here, when you click it, will display a printable list for you in a new web browser or tab, and you can simply print this off so that you can reference which items and quantities are available for you. Note that this includes the nutritional values being displayed here as well as the key in the upper right side. The clear cart icon will remove all items from your shopping cart. Although it does prompt you before it just does so, do use this icon with caution. If you happen to click it inadvertently, you will get the warning, so just go ahead and click cancel and nothing will happen. Add to cart is the icon that you will need to click once you've input quantities for the items that you actually wish to order. This will actually add them to your cart. You can always go back and update the quantities or remove them from your cart later, and I'll show you that in a bit. But for example, let me just add a couple items now. So you notice I can add multiple items at once. I can just go through the list and go from top to bottom, adding items here and there that I'm interested in. When I've added input all of the quantities that I wish to order, I just go ahead and click the Add to Cart icon. And you'll notice I'll get a confirmation that those items were successfully added to my cart. The checkout icon will bring you to the order checkout screen, and that's where you input your delivery or pickup date and time, any notes that you may wish to add to the order, and you can make any final adjustments before you actually submit your cart.